Greetings, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to this webinar on Lincoln American University and its advantage. I am Air Marshal Dr. Pawan Kapoor, the Vice Chancellor of Lincoln American University. I have been the former Director General of Medical Services in the Indian Air Force, and I will bring forth to you certain very important points that relate to Lincoln American University. I wish and I hope that this particular webinar will be of interest to you. And many of you who are participants and dear students and parents, you realize why Lincoln American University is a very unique university with several advantages that it has got over many other universities that are operating in the Caribbean region. So I'll just share my PowerPoint and screen with all of you so that you can actually have an access to audiovisual aid in terms of your understanding about the advantages and uniqueness of Lincoln American University. Okay, South America is a region in which is very much vibrant with academics and which is very much vibrant with a lot of medical schools. And everybody has a dream to study in US, but US is a very costly option.
हो गया
And
माइक्रो
is there anything anybody has to say something? Or I can proceed without any break then. Please keep yourself muted. If you have questions, please share your question in the chat box, and I'll try to answer them and put your comments. So I'll try to answer your comments and your questions later on as we go across the webinar. But let me please complete what I have to state. Yeah, so if you want to study medicine in South America and you want to fulfill your dream to become a doctor in a very culturally rich environment of South America, then one very good place to be is at Guyana. Why I say Guyana? Because Guyana is not an island, it is a country which is not exactly landlocked also. So it has got on its north side the Atlantic Ocean. It's a very, very culturally strong country. It has got Venezuela and Brazil onto its south and southwest, and it has got Suriname onto its east. Now, what I'd like to tell you with one very important thing that Guyana has several universities which impart medical education. I am going to tell you about Lincoln American University, which is one of the youngest, but one of the fastest growing, and the one which produces the best results in most of the qualifying examinations. So I will tell you about one university, that is the Lincoln American University, which you will all agree with me after the end of the presentation is the likely university to which you would like to proceed. Now, Guyana by history and by geography, it is a part of South America. But by tradition, it is a part of a Caribbean country. There are almost 64, 65 universities in about 20, 25 Caribbean countries. All of them impart medical education. So today I will try to convince you that while Lincoln American University is the best choice that you can make to get your medical education in Caribbean region and in the South American region. Guyana is also the only English-speaking country in this region. It was a Commonwealth country earlier under British occupation till 1966, and therefore it has developed and inherited certain cultures from the British and the British era, and it is very much a Commonwealth country even now. Everybody from the president to the housekeeping staff, they all speak in English language, so you do not have to learn any other language. As far as the climate is concerned, the climate of Guyana is warm and tropical throughout the year, something like what we see in Mumbai or Kerala in a coastal region. So the climate is almost similar. The only thing is whenever it becomes hot, the rainfall starts falling, and therefore the heat goes away. December to February and April to mid-August are the rainy seasons, and the temperature recorded at 30 to 31 degrees during daytime and 20 to 24 degrees at night. Nights are very pleasant because there's a sea breeze blowing from the Atlantic Ocean to the land, and that is why the nights become very, very cool and pleasant. Let us come to Lincoln American University, for which we are here. Where it was established in 2016, it started its first batch in late 2017 and early 2018. It is recognized as one of the top universities in Guyana, offering a 5-year MD program. We have got more than 500 students already enrolled and almost 150 students who have already passed out of the university. Idea is, why should you choose Lincoln American University? See, what are the criteria that one keeps in mind when you want to choose a particular university? The first thing is, are the academics good? How do you testify whether the academics are good? You testify that the academics are good when you know that those academics have resulted in good marks and in good qualification at the end of your course when you go to other countries to practice medicine. Then you would like to know whether the degree is recognized or not. Is it accredited or not? The next thing would like to know whether uh, it's only academics or you focus on holistic development personality. Then we'd like to know what are your postgraduate options, what are the options for career development options subsequently when you pass out from the university. You would also like to know about the living conditions, about the cost of living, and of course, whether you would like to be able to meet or afford the cost of education in the university. So I'll discuss these factors and see where does LAU stand on these factors. As far as the accreditation of LAU is concerned, LAU is listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools. World Directory of Medical Schools is the compilation of all the medical schools in the world, in the globe. These medical schools are registered based upon the information received by the World Federation of Medical Education and the Foundation for Advancements in International Medical Education and Research. Earlier on, this World Directive was being compiled by WHO, but WHO handed over this particular task to WFME and FAMER, who jointly have listed all the recognized universities that are currently operational in this list. So they are listed in World Directive of Medical Schools. For anybody to operate in Guyana, you have to be registered with the National Education Council for Guyana, and Lincoln American University registered in National Education Council of Guyana. To enable your students to be eligible to practice in Guyana after passing out and doing the internship, it has to be recognized by the Medical Council of Guyana, and LAU is recognized by the Medical Council of Guyana. Now, those students who belong to India and who want to come back to India for their foreign medical graduate examination, come back and practice in India. Then let me tell you, earlier on, Lincoln American University was empaneled by the Medical Council of India, but Medical Council of India gave way to the National Medical Commission, and the National Medical Commission, by their notification, have stated that they no longer are going to look at the empaneled list. They have asked all the parents and children to look at the universities whether it is compliant with National Medical Commission's India's 18 November 2021 Foreign Medical Graduate Licentiate Regulations. Now, as per these regulations, they stated that the course duration should be of at least 54 months. In Guyana and LAU, we have got a 60-month course duration. So we actually over-meet the criteria of National Medical Commission. The second criteria is that it should be followed by one year period of internship. Yes, all the students can undergo internship in Georgetown Public Hospital and other associated affiliated hospitals under the Ministry of Health of Guyana, where they can do their internships, so they can do their internships there. Thirdly, they should be able to get registered to practice medicine in this country. Yes, all our students can get registered. Rather, some of our students are already registered with Guyana Medical Council to practice in that country. The fourth thing is whether the curriculum and the schedule of subjects is as per that which is laid down by National Medical Commission. Yes, most of the subjects are all these subjects which have been covered in the National Medical Commission curriculum. Their requirements have been fulfilled by Guyana, by us, by the Lincoln American University. Now, to be able to come back to India and practice, you of course have to pass your foreign medical graduate examination. I must tell you here, which I will repeat again and again, that our results of foreign medical graduate examination are the best in the Caribbean region. Our pass percentage for the first time has been almost about 70 to 75%, and in the second attempt, almost 80% passed this examination. So therefore, we have only had 3 batches, and I'm very proud to say that all of them are doing internship now. And except for few students who could not clear, majority of them, almost 75 to 80%, have cleared and are doing the internship in various hospitals in India. We are also certified by Education Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, that is ECFMG of USA. I must tell you that out of 7 students who appeared for USMLE Step 1, 6 students have cleared the Step 1 in their first attempt. One was not so fortunate, so he cleared in the second attempt. Other students who have appeared for Step 2, only 2 students appeared and 1 student has already cleared the Step 2. The other ones, the results are yet to be declared. So you see all the students who have appeared in USMLE, because we are certified by Education Commission for Medical Graduates, they all have cleared. Then we are registered with General Medical Council of UK for doing PLAB, or what is called now UKMLA. PLAB is Professional Linguistic Assessment Board Examination, and that has been replaced by UKMLA, the United Kingdom Medical Licensure Agreement Assessment Examination. So our students have also appeared for this, and we have secured 100% results. All the students that appeared for PLAB have passed in their first attempt. So we are all registered. Now we have got evidences to tell you that we are just not stating that we are registered. Our students are actually qualifying in these examinations and are now started to moving across various countries for practicing and for their licensure, for getting licensed to practice in those countries. We are also a member of Global Alliance for Medical Education and Association of Medical Education in Europe. From these associations and these alliances, we get information about how to restructure our curriculum to meet the best practices that are prevalent across the globe. So this gives us additional inputs, and so therefore we keep on renewing our membership to ensure that we are not left behind in the field of medical education. We are also recognized by the Medical Council of Canada, and we are also listed with the Australian Medical Council. One of our students is now going to appear for Australian Medical Council examination. She also went and did clinical rotations in Australia. So these are our recognitions. So the first part, we have the very unique advantage that we are now globally enlisted with all the medical councils which are of relevance, so that our students can appear for the qualifying examination, and once they clear, they can practice in those countries. So this is the first part which all of us are worried about. This part I have clarified to each one of you, that Lincoln American University is accredited by all the major organizations that are relevant today for practice in the different countries. The second thing is affordability. Will you be able to meet the requirements of your budget? Yes, we have a lowest fee structure as compared to all the universities in South America and North America, as well as in the Caribbean region. We do not ask for any donation. The admissions are direct admissions. There are no hidden fees, no hidden costs. As far the cost of living in Guyana goes, one Guyanese dollar is equal to sorry, I think this is wrong. One Guyanese dollar is equal to 0.411 Indian rupees. That is 1 Indian rupee is equal to 2.45 Guyanese dollars. 1 Guyanese dollar is equal to 2.16 nairas. One Guyanese dollar is equal to 0.6060 Ghanaian cedi, and $1 is equal to 1,493 nairas, and $1 is equal to 12.49 Ghanaian cedi. So you can see for Guyanese as well as for Indian and for Nigerian, these are the various exchange rates. So it is not a very costly country to stay in. The cost of living is relatively low as compared to many other countries. So what are the next issue that you worry about is about your academics and about employability. These are the two things which you worry about. Let me tell you, we have excellent faculty. We have faculty from within Guyana, we have faculty from India, we have faculty from Bangladesh, we have faculty from other Caribbean institutions. We also have guest faculty from US, from UK, from Germany, from Russia, and from India, who will give you guest lectures from time to time. We have excellent clinical exposure. We have clinical exposure in Georgetown Public Hospital, which gives you clinical exposure in all the basic sciences that you go, that is medicine, surgery, obstetrics, gynecology, pediatrics, eye, ENT, family medicine, psychiatry, anesthesia, lab, radio imaging. Everything is available and you get hands-down experience in that. We also have tie-up with other uh, countries for clinical rotations if you want to do certain electives there. We also have tie-up with Max so that you can come back on vacation and do some observership to understand the Indian paradigm system of healthcare delivery. We are very we subscribe to community projects so that you can feel the needs of the community and you can work accordingly with the community and practice your medicine in the community in which you are going to work in your once you qualify and become a doctor. We have got well-equipped classrooms and labs, which I'll show you a little bit later. We follow a system-based curriculum. System-based curriculum means we do not follow the traditional curriculum of first year anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, second year pathology, pharmacology, microbiology, forensic medicine. We don't do that. We have got a certain vertical arms, a certain horizontal arms. The vertical arms deals with general pathology, general and terminologies, medical terminologies, the general physiology, everything which is not related to system, which is general. We use those as vertical rams. Community medicine is vertical, forensic medicine is vertical, behavioral sciences is vertical. But rest all is system based. That means once we start with cardiovascular system, we will teach you embryology, we will teach you histology, we will teach you the gross anatomy, we will teach you is physiology, we will teach you is pathology, we will teach you the pharmacology related to cardiovascular system. Then we'll tell you what are the common diseases that will come across, and we'll brief you on the practice of medicine in so far as relates to cardiovascular system. So once you finish one system, then we go to the next system. Like this, you are able to apply your basic sciences knowledge into your clinical sciences. So when you go for clinical rotation, you are well versed with what you are going to face at the bedside of the patient. As I said earlier, the medium of instructions is in English language because Guyana is an English-speaking country. We encourage the students to publish papers. There is one student who has published 7 papers in international journals. We have students who have presented papers in international conferences. We encourage students, we sponsor students for research and for international conferences. We organize medical camps. We organize cancer awareness, blood transfusion awareness. All these weeks we organize so that the student has a holistic development. There is a provision for residency in USA. And let me tell you, this is the best advantage that LAU can offer you. You see, once you finish your 3 years, you can appear for USMLE Step 1 examination. That is after you complete your basic sciences. Before you complete your 5th year, you can appear for USMLE Step 2 examination. Both examinations can be done either in US itself, or you can do it in Jamaica, which is close to Guyana, or you can do it from India or from your respective countries if you've got prometric centers there. These are online computer-based examinations. So you can appear there. Once you finish USMLE Step 2 during your 5th year, after you complete your exit examination, get your degree, you become eligible to apply for residency in USA. And if you get your residency in USA, you will be able to earn $5,000 to $7,000. And within 8 to 9 years, you will come out as a postgraduate from from US. You do not require to thereafter require to write any examination in any country. You can walk out from US and register yourself in any country without any examination. So this is a big advantage for all of you who wish to do your this thing in your pursue your MBBS from Lincoln American University, Guyana. You can also work in UK, Australia, New Zealand, and UK after qualifying the respiratory examination. As I told you, we are also registered and certified by all these countries. You can also work in Caribbean after qualifying for your Caribbean Medical Council examination. So a lot of career options are available to you, and that is one of the unique feature of Lincoln American University. Well, we offer a 5-year course duration, which is called MD in General Physician program. This is equivalent to MBBS that is offered in India. The total duration is of 5 years. The first year, the preclinical program, which is completed in Guyana itself. That preclinical program is completed in the university premises. It comprises of introduction to anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, immunology, neurosciences, history of medicine, medical terminology, applied aspect of physics, applied aspects of chemistry, applied aspects of maths, biostatistics, communication skills, ethical aspects of care. All this is covered in the first year. Second year is your basic sciences of the paraclinical program. The paraclinical program is again completed in the campus of the university. In this, as I told you, we follow a system-based curriculum which has got both vertical and horizontal arms. This is for 2 years. After that, the fourth and fifth year is a program which comprises of clinical rotations where you go to the bedside of the patient, you rotate amongst various clinical subjects and get an opportunity to get clinical training and medical experiences in all our affiliated hospitals in Guyana. Those of you who want to do it from US, those who want to do it from Australia, USA, we have tie-ups with other people, and it is based upon your choice where you want to do it from. Based upon your requirements, you can do your clinical rotation from these countries. Now, to make you fit for your clinical training, we have state-of-the-art facilities for training. You can see we have a full-fledged computer lab where we have got also online library, where we have got a campus-wide network. You can log in, you have got your own login IDs, and you can browse through all the resource material that is available to you. We have got good clinical material. You can see the students using the computer lab here. This is our anatomy lab. This is our histology and a microbiology lab where students can be seen working on the microscopes. We have well-equipped classrooms. You can see here, classrooms are very well equipped. We have all students working in these classrooms, studying and doing their experiments. You see, we are the only university in Guyana which has got a DG human virtual dissection table. You see, you can see from here, this is a virtual dissection table, and in this dissection, you can keep on dissecting a human body, and you can also get as images that what will a CT scan look like, what will be an X-ray look like of this particular dissected material. And anybody can dissect. So all our students are made to practice this on a DG human virtual dissection table. Our clinical rotations, we have got presently arrangement in Guyana with Georgetown Public Hospital. We've got all basic specialties and few super specialties like orthopedics. We have got endocrinology, we have got cardiology and trauma care. All these are available in Georgetown Public Hospital. We also have a tie-up with Davis Memorial Hospital where we conduct certain electives. Electives may be on infectious diseases, on dermatology, or maybe on certain parts of endocrinology and mother and child health care. In USA, we have tied up with American Clinical Excellence MD for hospitals located in Washington, D.C., in New York, in Chicago, in Miami. All these places you can do your clinical rotations, but we advocate that please do all your core rotations in Georgetown Public Hospital. And after that, you can do certain electives in USA, because in USA, clinical rotations are slightly more costlier. Then you can get certain letters of recommendation from them, which will help you to getting good placement in your residency once you go for your residency program to USA after qualifying USMLE step 1 and 2. Here are some of the photographs of clinical rotations in Georgetown Public Hospital. You can see so many of our proud students are there who are doing these clinical rotations. They are taking classes also there. Classes are also held at the time of clinical rotation. Your bedside clinics are held. And this is in Davis Memorial Hospital. This is how our students go for spreading cancer awareness week. This was for spreading awareness about breast cancer. They volunteered to go for outdoor medical camps in Guyana. So they are organized in various schools, missionary schools. They interact with patients, they interact with normal population, they interact with children. We also conduct health expo. So it keeps everybody, well aware and apprised about all aspects of health, the physical, the mental, the social, and the spiritual aspects of health. We encourage them to participate in conferences and share their viewpoints with your peers, with their fellow students. And we encourage them to do group studying. And that is why you see, if you study together, you can overcome all difficulties together. And studying together will help you to overcome your weaknesses, because somebody will be strong in some subject and you may be weak in one subject. That person can help you out in that subject. So we encourage group study. These are some of the medical outreach programs. You can see our students taking blood pressure, taking their pulse, recording their various vital parameters, and then telling the health authorities that then some people who need care to be referred to the hospitals. We have highly trained and experienced faculty in their respected field of study. With their top researchers, top physicians from reputed universities, we have got a very well qualified dean and associate dean who are 24/7 available to you in the university to guide you and to help you out with your difficulties. We have international guest faculties from UAE, from USA, from India, from Germany, and from Russia who will take online classes, and sometimes they will come physically to visit you and take classes in your university premises as well. We have practicals organized by the specialist faculty at Lincoln American University. You can see all your theory part is further strengthened by participating in your practical experiences. Now, we do not have all work and no play. Okay, so we allow you to grow holistically. We want you to live in a very healthy and friendly environment. So we are not only focused on academics. Academics is a prime focus, but we also focus on how to build you as an individual, because we all say that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy and Jill a dull girl. So we don't want you to become dull. And therefore, we take students out to various resorts for picnic, for swimming, for some exercises. We also participate in the yoga program, which is conducted by the High Commissioner of India and by the Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center present in Guyana. One of our girl students became Miss Global International Guyana. You can see, so people grow, and it's not only in India where medical students become Miss India. In Guyana also, one of our own medical student has become Miss Global International. We conduct graduation ceremony to motivate the students. This is a graduation, some photographs of a graduation ceremony. This is the first graduation ceremony that we held in 2023, where 65 students were granted their degrees and certificates as a symbol of their dedicated education, hard work, and so many years of training. You see, these are all the students, proud students who got graduated on 30th October 2023. This was the first batch. All teachers are sitting here. This was in 2025. The second, we had second group. These are almost, there are 41 students who graduated and who got their degrees. You can see on this time, we had the Prime Minister, Honorable Brigadier Mark Phillips, as a chief guest, along with His Excellency Dr. Amit Telang, who was the High Commissioner of India to Guyana. Both of them came for a convocation ceremony, and we were really honored to have their presence. You can see them here. This is the current High Commissioner of India to Guyana, Dr. Amit Telang. This is your Brigadier Honorary Dr. Mark Phillips. He is the Prime Minister of Guyana. And these are all the all the graduates who passed out. We had this year on 30th of March, we had this ceremony. So now let me come back. Why Lincoln American University? When I will show you the fee structure, it is almost one third to half as compared to other universities in Guyana. So it is very much affordable. Anywhere in the Caribbean, the most affordable university is Lincoln American University. Only medical university to have its own transportation facility. So when you take you for outreach programs, when you require conveyance from the hostel to the university, we have a transportation for you. We have robust academic state-of-the-art teaching aids, including the human anatomist table, that is DigiHuman. No other university in Guyana has this anatomist table. We are the only one, and we have the best computer lab in Guyana. We have a very good skill lab in Guyana, in our university. We have best practices through clinical rotations in different hospitals in Guyana with opportunity to do electives in United States of America. We are compliant with the NMC curricula, which is delivered as a US system-based curriculum. So we have best advantages of NMC, India, as well as USA. As I told you, we ensure that you have a community orientation, so we have community projects. We focus on holistic development. We participate in various activities. We participate in debate. We participate in quizzes. We participate in indoor games. We participate in outdoor games. Rather, we had won the cricket championship last year in the inter-school cricket championship that was held amongst the various universities. We won that championship. And we have several options to choose from after graduation. We have excellent percentage in qualifying examinations in Foreign Medical Graduate Examination of India, in USMLE and PLAB. In India, we have got almost 70 to 75% qualification. In PLAB, we have 100% qualification. In Caribbean Medical Council, we have 100% people qualified. All those who appear to be qualified in their first attempt. In USMLE, we have got around 70 to 80% qualifying in the first attempt. So this has been our results, and that is why you must choose Lincoln American University over other universities. These are some of our FMG achievers. Some of the names are here. Along with the scorecard there, you can find all the details and testimony on our website. They are the people who have done us proud, and I'm sure sooner or later you will join this group to make us proud. We have intakes thrice in a year in January, May, and September. Those students who will take admission now will go in May intake. We do have holidays from July to first week of September every year when students can come back to their respective countries if they so desire. Many don't come back. They want to continue doing some community projects and do some extra classes there. There is another vacation during Christmas from 22nd December to 8th January. Normally during this time, students stay there and like to go out and see and visit Guyana as a country. It is good to explore Guyana. It's a good country with a lot of adventure activities and a lot of bird watching that you can do there. In emergency, the students are given vacations due to compelling circumstances, and then extra classes are provided to them after their internal assessment. Well, the eligibility criteria for this age has to be 17 years before or on 31st December of the year of admission. For Indian students, NEET eligible and NEET qualified. NEET eligible means that you must have 50% aggregate marks in physics, chemistry, and biology, plus pass marks in English. You can also have 50% aggregate marks in physics, chemistry, biology, or biotechnology. You can have biology as an additional subject in class 12. You should have a 40% aggregate marks in case you belong to reserve category. And in case you are a person with disability, you can have 45% marks. But pass marks in English are must. Even if you are a national open student, you are eligible to appear for NEET. And you should be NEET qualified to enable you to come back to India and to practice medicine in India. If you don't want to come back to India, want to go to US or want to go for PLAB, you can give an affidavit that you do not want to come back to India, and we can consider enrolling you to Lincoln American University based upon an interview and your academic mark sheet. For all other students, at least grade C or D in high school, any degree diploma, that is for all other international students. Students who have integrated science are also eligible. Students other than Indian students can take direct admission in second year of ND program if he or she has completed minimum 3 years program of diploma or degree program. So these diploma and degree program which are recognized by us, they are related to nursing, physician assistant, diploma in public health, community health, diploma degree in lab technology. So they can come directly for second year, but this is only applicable to international students. This is not applicable to Indian students. Now let us see some eligibility criteria for some international students who may be joining in this webinar. For West Africa, that is Nigeria and Ghana, the country code is +34 or +233. Your West African Examination Council, your West African Senior School Certificate Examination or National Examination Council, and your Joint Admission and Matriculation Board junior level. All these examination board, if you have a subject of physics, chemistry, biology, English, and mathematics, and in case of JAMBI, physics, chemistry, biology, and English, if you have got A, B, C, or D grades, you are eligible. And for JAMBI, it must be credit of C6. Then you become eligible for admission in Lincoln American University. For Caribbean and East Africa, in East Africa and Kenya, the country code is +254. The Kenya Certificate of Secondary Examination, you must have biology and chemistry compulsory subjects. Maths and physics, you can have passing marks. Grade required a C, and for math or C+. That is for mathematics and physics, you can have a C+. For biology and chemistry, it is C. For Caribbean, it is the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, +592 is the code. Chemistry and biology is compulsory. Maths, physics, and life sciences can also be added on to it. Up to 3 in Roman numerals, the grade, or 2.4 GPA, 2.4 to 3 GPA and above GPA is acceptable. So more than 2.5 GPA is acceptable as a eligibility criteria for Caribbean and East African. Our admission process is very simple. Submit your application with all set of documents with $100 fees as a application fee. Get the acceptance letter, submit your documents, get student visa of Guyana, and fly to LAU for all international students. For Guyanese students, of course, you can locally register yourself. This is the fee structure. The tuition fees in US dollars. First and second year, 13,000 is the tuition fee the first year, and from second year to fifth year, the tuition fee is $8,000 per year. In the fourth and fifth year, there is an additional fee of $4,400 each for clinical rotation, which is paid to the Georgetown Public Hospital for giving their facilities to the students for doing clinical rotation. So total fee is $53,800 if you wish to do all your clinical rotations in Guyana. However, if you want to do clinical rotation in USA, it will be based upon which location you want to do, and we can tie up with ASMD. The US charges you $350 per week on an average for clinical rotation in US. We do not advocate this. We say do most of your rotations in Guyana and do electives in the subject of your choice for 4 to 6 weeks in USA so that you can get a recommendation letter from practicing physicians of USA that will help you to get a proper residency in the USA once you clear your USMLE. Yes, scholarship on tuition fees is available based upon academic profile and verified economic status. These number of seats per scholarship are limited and it is based upon first applied and first served principle. So if you apply early and you get yourself registered, then this particular scholarship fees can be given to you based upon your economic status and your academic profile. So, on behalf of Lincoln American University, now I welcome you to study in the university. As I told you, it has a lot of advantages over all the other universities. It is the most affordable university with the best results, with state-of-art teaching facilities. The academics determine what your future is going to be, and the quality of academics determined by your results of qualifying examination. I am very proud to say that the result of all qualifying examinations in Lincoln American University have been the best in the Caribbean region for the last 2 years in succession. To reach out to LIU, this is our website, www.laumed.org. Our toll-free number is 1-800-843-9595. Our Guyana contact number is +592 225 2241. And our email ID is info@laumed.net. So, dear friends, dear colleagues, dear students, dear parents, all those who have heard me today, I have tried to summarily tell you in brief about Lincoln American University and its advantage. The importance is that this university is a young university but has actually come into limelight by leaps and bounds due to the support of the students, due to the support of the faculties, due to the support of everyone. We remain linked to all the parents, we remain linked to all the students, we remain linked to all the faculty and staff. We have a student governing council, which actually is the voice of the students to the management of the university. We also carry out Zoom meeting with the parents, and during COVID time, we had an interactive session through Zoom between the parents, the students, as well as the management of the university. So we really care about our students. We hold your hands not only from the time you join us, but till the time you don't pass out, till the time your internship is not completed and not gainfully employed, we continue to support you and hold your hands. Thank you very much for your hearing. God bless you all. Jai Hind. Okay, one question has come that how do we help you from in clearing USMLE? No, we don't help. We support you. We support you by way of providing you resource material. We have a tie-up with Kaplan, so you can go to Kaplan, you can get the resource material at a much subsidized rate. Secondly, we also teach you in such a manner that we cover the requirements of Caribbean Medical Council, the requirement of USMLE, the requirement of PLAB, and the requirement of National Medical Commission of India. What we do when we do internal quiz assessments, when we do all assessment internally, we give you questions which are based out of these examinations so that you are aware and become well versed with the methodology of examination by all these countries. So you are never at a loss. So, but yes, you have to study, you have to put in your efforts. The university is always there to support your efforts. Okay, most of my students, and I'm very proud to share this with you, have passed their FMG examination without coaching. They have studied on their own, of course. They've got support from the university, yes. They have been provided with excellent academic support. And that is why today we are so proud of them that we can say with our heads held high that our academic curriculum is one of the best in the globe. And our students are definitely the best. Okay, so I think don't have to worry about USMLE. All those who have passed out the USMLE, they will guide you. They will tell you exactly how to pass the examination. Okay, next question is USMLE easy to clear? My dear anonymous attendee, it is not, nothing is easy to clear. You have to devote your time. Everybody else will support you. We will support, as I said, we will always support you in your efforts. All your efforts will yield results if they're directed in the right direction. And to be directed in the right direction, the university spares nobody. We ensure you come and attend your classes. We ensure you have at least 90% attendance. We give you quizzes. We give you mid-semester examination. We prepare you for your USMLE. No examination is to clear if you're not prepared. And if you are prepared, no examination is difficult to clear. Okay, yes, university will hold your hands. It will give you support. It will give you teaching material. It will guide you about your resource material. But you have to study. If you study, you will pass. My guarantee to you. How much time do I need to wait for my residency confirmation? Okay. If you are doing for residency in US, every September, you have to apply for residency in different universities through the ERAS app of ECFMG. Once you apply for that as an international medical graduate, that is after you completed your USMLE step 1, step 2 and got your degree from the university, you apply on the ECFMG portal from the ERAS portal on application to various universities after paying their fees. Then out of them, say you apply to 20 universities, 8 to 10 will send you interview calls. The interview calls will be the interview calls will come to you, but the interviews will be based not upon your clinical knowledge, but upon your ability to survive in the American environment. That is about your communication skills, how you communicate, what has been your profile, how you project yourself to them during the interview. Once you do that, the interviews take place between, say, November to January, sometimes to February. In March, they give the list of the people who have matched with different universities. Now, matching is a very tactful exercise that I will discuss a bit later in some other session. But once you match, the July of the coming year, you will get your residency in the matched university. So September every year, you have to fill up your application form. That means before September of that year, you must have finished your USMLE step 1, step 2. In some cases, your occupational English test. In some cases, ECFMG pathway 6. Then upload everything along with your recommendation from your dean, from some faculties. And if you can manage by doing some elective rotation from some American physicians in USA, please do that. Put up your profile and then apply in September for various universities. Once you get the interview call, you attend the interviews, then put up your requirement where you want to do your post-graduation from, and in month of March, you will get the match list. And the month of July, you will be enrolled into the university for your post-graduation residency program. You do not need to do your internship because first year of residency is taken as internship. To practice in USA, you have to, in your second year or third year residency, you have to pass your USMLE step 3, which has also got two portions in which you have to appear and pass. Once you do that, you get license to practice, and then your life is made. So nothing to worry. You require at least from the time you pass out till the time you get your residency, it is 1 year time. That is without internship. How much time, this I've told. What is the right time to apply university? The right time is now. Apply now. If you want scholarship, please apply. Get in touch with the toll-free number that I told you. Apply now. How much can I earn in Caribbean after getting practice license? That's a very good question. Okay. Yes. Now you see, if you're going to go into let's say government job, if you get a government job in Caribbean, many people do get Caribbean distinct job in Caribbean. You get almost 1,500 to 2,000 US dollars per month. That is your earning. That will approximately come to 1.5 to 2 lakhs equivalent to India. Now, supposing you want to do private practice, sky is the limit based upon your private practice. Supposing you want to go to a private organization, your salary will be almost same $1,200 to $1,800 a month. That should be your thing, but it depends. It varies from time to time and from each uh, organization to other organization. But that is roughly take it 1,500 to 2,000 US dollars a month. Okay, Shrikant has asked if student want to give FMGE and USMLE both, then what will be processed? And second question is NEET not qualified student want to take admission, then which examination you want to qualify, as basic aim of student is to practice in India? Okay, so let us come to the first part. If you want to give FMG and USMLE both, process is the same. For FMG, you apply to the National Board of Medical Examination to appear for the examination. For USMLE, you have to get your ECFMG certified, you have to get registered with ECFMG, and you apply to ECFMG for USMLE and USMLE Step 2 examination. Very simple process, no problem, no issue. You have to fill up the application forms on the portal of National Board of Examination for FMG and the application form on the portal of ECFMG for your USMLE. If you are NEET not qualified student, then you say, let's say you graduate from Lincoln American University, you go and pass your USMLE Step 1, Step 2, you go and do your residency in USA, you become an American Board Certified Postgraduate from USA. You did not come back and be NEET qualified because you have got an American Board Certified PG degree. However, if you have done your USMLE Step 3 but not got a PG, but licensed to practice in USA, please remember you will still have to come back and write your FMG examination because you have not got any degree from USA. Once you get a degree from USA, UK, your Canada, your New Zealand and Australia, once you have got these board certified degrees, they have to be postgraduate degrees or undergraduate degrees. But in your case, it will be postgraduate degrees. Only then you can come back without writing FMG examination to practice in India. But if your primary medical qualification is from Lincoln American University, you may have got a license to practice, but you don't have a degree from these countries, you'll still have to come back and appear for your FMG examination in India. However, if you are PLAB qualified, you need not write your Caribbean Medical Council examination. You can directly go for internship. This is what is the case. So if your aim is to come back to India, either be NEET qualified or do post-graduation from either of these countries, get these countries certified degrees in post-graduation from US, UK, New Zealand, Australia, and Canada, and you will be allowed to come back and practice in India without writing the FMG examination. How to get license in Guyana? Very simple. You appear for your CAMC examination part 1. You get your, after you appear, you qualify that examination. I told you my 100% students qualified in first attempt, and they're all doing internship. Once you finish once you're done your internship, after writing your CAMC part 1 examination, within 6 months, you have to also clear a CAMC part 2 clinical based examination. This was just a computer based theory examination. That will be a clinical based examination, the OSCE based examination, which you have to pass. And then after 1 year completion of internship, you can get yourself registered with Guyana Medical Council, or you can get registered with any Caribbean Medical Council to practice in the Caribbean region. It is not difficult to get a license in Guyana. Edolive Solutions are asking me, how old is this university? This university was established in 2016, started its operations in 2017. The first batch came in late 2017 and early 2018. Local license Thapa I've already answered, so I will not repeat. Yes, previous years NEET qualified students can also be considered. Let me tell you, you can be considered if you have cleared your NEET in the last two examinations. That means 2023, 2024, and 2025 NEET clear students can apply for admission to Lincoln American University. Your NEET score will valid for 3 years. So if you have passed out in 2023, your NEET score is valid for 25 admission. Okay, but you have passed out in 2022, then you can only join before June 2022, because by after June 2022, your 3 years will be over. So your USMLE, your NEET score is valid for a duration of 3 years. There are NMC letter notifying this. You can go to the NMC website and download that letter which says, yeah, your NEET score will be valid for 3 academic years from the year that you pass out your NEET examination. The 23-24 qualifiers will they can definitely be considered on their NEET score for admission to Lincoln American University. And when they come back, they'll be eligible to write their foreign medical graduate examination or the national exit test, whichever is applicable. Will you help to get residency, my dear friends? Will support you in trying to get qualified for residency. लेकिन वहां पर कोई पुल पुश नहीं चलता है. जो pull anybody who applies any pull pressures in US in getting residency in USA, that person gets debarred. There is no point. If you are competent enough, you will get your residency, because in US the number of PG seats are far higher, or the number of residency seats are far higher than the number of undergraduate qualified people. Okay, we can support you, Prithvi, but you have to help yourself to get the residency. You cannot take any external help. There is no consultant who can promise you that he can get you. If he is telling you, he is telling you the wrong thing and incorrect thing, trying to get some money out of you, because you will get residency on your own merit. How the USMLE is different from PLAB? Okay, PLAB is basically a professional linguistic assessment board examination. USMLE is the step one, which is based upon your basic sciences, and step two is based upon the application of basic sciences to clinical rotations. So that is how it is different from PLAB. However, in PLAB 2, you will have to go through the clinical sciences as well. I don't know, anonymous attendee is telling me that we can give only 2 steps and get the registration of USA. No. Please understand, registration from registration to practice in USA is given. That is the permanent registration to practice in USA is given only after you finish your USMLE step 3. Doing residency is not optional. If you want to come back to India to practice, you have to do your uh, residency and get a degree. However, yes, to get your residency is optional in case you want to practice as a medical officer. There are certain criteria. You have to do certain practical training in USA and appear for USMLE step 3 and pass that to get a license. Getting a permanent registration, you cannot get only on step 1 and step 2. Step 1 and step 2, just a provisional registration for you to practice in your residency only. To practice as an independent practitioner and a full-fledged registration in USA, you require to clear USMLE step 3. Okay, let me tell you how many of your students have secured US residency till date. Only 2 students have qualified. Rather, I told you one student qualified USMLE step 2, and he qualified this year. He finished in 4th year. Last year, he finished step 1. This year, he's finished step 2. And now, September this year, he'll apply for residency. That will be the first batch of the student who has applied for USMLE. Most of our students came back to India and are doing internship in India. Only about 7 students applied for USMLE. 7 cleared their step 1. One cleared in second attempt. Out of them, only 2 appeared for step 2 so far. One has qualified in step 2, and the other is yet to get the results. So these people who have qualified, they'll be appearing for the residency in September this year. If you have to come back to India after MBBS for FMG, then why spend 50,000 US dollars in Caribbean? Isn't it better to just to go to Russia? Okay, see, it is up to you, your choice, where you want to go to, whether you want to go to Russia is based upon your budget. As I told you, if your budget does not allow you to go to Caribbean, please don't go. In Caribbean, I'm giving you an option of, being competent to clear your USMLE faster. I'm not saying people from Russia don't clear their USMLE. They also clear their USMLE, but take a longer duration of time. In this case, after finishing 5 years, you can do your USMLE and get, by the time you finish 8 to 9 years, between 9 years, you are a postgraduate through the Caribbean route. But from Russia, if you come back, you have got already six and if you want to do USMLE. But if you want to do your Caribbean medical examination, if you want to do your only FMG, yes, you can choose Russia, because if that is your only criteria, you want to come back and do this, yes, you can definitely choose Russia and go there. Yes, you want to, you're right. If someone told you they go to Caribbean only if you have the sure shot target, become a doctor in the USA, yes, you can go to Caribbean for that reason also. What are the steps to be followed to take transfer to Lincoln American University? Now, if you want to practice in India and you want to take a transfer to Lincoln American University, you have to be a enrollee before 2021 18 November 2021 Gazette notification for for foreign medical graduate licensing examination. In that case, you can transfer in any year. Your transcripts are seen. You are exposed to an interview board. Your interview board from comprising of the dean and two faculty will interview to assess your knowledge. And after assessment of knowledge, you may have to do either an accelerated MD4 program, or you may have to repeat one semester if you have not been able to do well in your interview, or else you can go for directly clinical rotation based upon your performance with the interview board, and we can transfer you, but you must bring your scripts, transcripts from your previous university in original and submit to Lincoln American University. Let me see if there are some more questions. I will just check out. Local license I've already ordered. What is the deadline for May intake? See, May intake continues till June end. So you can apply for May intake till June end. We have a 2 months period in the first year only. You get two months time to apply. So till June end, and you can apply for the May intake. It is better to apply now if you really want to get scholarship. I think. Okay, Prithvi, I said, do you help in getting loan? Yes, we do help in getting loan. For that, you please ring up the toll-free number and get in touch with our counselor. He will guide you about the loan process. And maybe we'll have a separate session on this getting a loan, how to get a loan. I think we have finished almost all the questions that have been asked. So with this, I think we come to the end of this webinar. Thank you all very much for your precious time, for your prime time. Thank you for listening to us. I am sure you will be motivated enough to join Lincoln American University. I can still say, and I proudly say, that I am the Vice Chancellor of a university which has given us almost about 78 doctors who are doing or about to start their internship in India. I'm also proud that many of our students are being now shortlisted for the Foundation Year 1 program of UK, that is by GMC. And some of our students are ready to go for residency program in USA. So I wish that you also share the same dream. We are all there to support you. You still have any doubts, you know whom to contact. I have already shared all the details with you. You should be able to reach out to all our people, and I'm sure all of them will help you in getting admission to this university. If you are thinking of the Caribbean, don't think of anything else except Lincoln American University. I can assure you there is no other better university than Lincoln American University for pursuing your MBBS and dreams and your American dreams or your UK dreams as well. So finally, to reach out, please, you can give a call to toll-free number of 1-800-843-9595. In case you want to reach out to our Guyana University office, you can reach out on the number +592 22 522 41, and you can email on info@lumet.net. So thank you very much for being with me. I'm sure I'll wait for much more questions from you in the next webinar, which I plan to come back after a few days. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to come and uh, uh, talk to our counselors and contact us on our email ID. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Jai.